The Gecko Customz Pictus was one of my absolute favorite drops from 2025. This is a Kubi OEM build, and I absolutely love this thing. So let's get into it and check it out a little bit. So starting off here, we've got a couple different versions here. We've got a jazzed up one. Ironically, it's called Jazzy Camo. And then we have a little bit more of a plain one. So looking around on here, you have this Jazzy Camo carbon on here. Dark wash tie bolsters. Titanium backspacer, milled titanium pocket clip. It is a bolster lock. It's an S90V. You have some great jimping that goes around the front flipper here. Big window, which has a recessed edge on here as well, which is very, very cool touch. And I really like the way that looks. And beautiful chamfered edge on here. Opening this up, you have a gorgeous modified sheep's foot Warncliffe type of blade on here. Deep hollow grind, very, very nice hollow grind. This one is in belt satin. You have your little frog dude from Gecko Customz here. And it is a fantastic shape on this knife. I absolutely love the way this thing looks. So very, very cool on that. And then the other one here, you have a black wash on the scales. This has some blue anodized hardware on it, so you can see the backspacer, the pocket clip, and the pivot collars all have some blue accents on there. Another belt satin stonewash belt satin blade on here, very, very nice. And I absolutely love the action on this knife. But we'll get into that in a couple minutes. You also have some really, really good lock bar access here. You can see that. And it has a little bit of texturing on there, some step milling to give you a little grip, and also just to identify it when you're not looking and you just put your thumb in there. You can feel that texture. So great lock bar access on there. The specs on the knife. Let's talk about that for a second here. So we're looking at 7.75 inches overall. You've got a blade that comes in at 3.25 inches and a weight of 3.2 ounces. If we're doing some size comparisons, we'll do the Demko AD 20.5 and we'll do a Demko Shark Cub. Let's get this even first, huh? There we go. And a Demko Shark Cub. And then you can see here that it's pretty close to the AD 20.5. It is a smidge bigger than the AD 20.5. And then we'll look at it next to a Benchmade bug out. And we'll look at it next to a Kaiser drop bear. And you can see here that the Pictus is bigger than both of those, a little closer to the Benchmade, but still a good ½ inch bigger than that as well. So it is a good full size, really nice EDC sized knife. The grip in hand, 4-finger grip, I have double XL hands, and it fits in there nice and snug. Thumb on the jimping here, comfortable. You've got a choke up point right here. Put your thumb, your finger in there, and you can choke up. Very utilitarian shaped blade. Ideal shape for that. It doesn't have a large belly or anything. Very small swoop on that. So you can get down on this. You can pinch grip. You can draw cut. You can do all the things that you want to do with this thing, and it works the way you want it to. So outstanding. The action on the knife is stellar. So just release and it drops one shake closed. Reverse flick works outstanding. Front flipper, that was me, works great. If you are into it, and you want to try, you can front roll it off the side of your finger, and then you can get it with your thumb. There you go. I'm having a morning apparently. It's a Monday. What can I say, folks? Give me a break. So I love the way that they did this, though. The deployment on this thing is absolutely stellar. It is definitely a very useful knife shape, and it's a very, very comfortable knife in hand. So really love the Pictus. They did a fantastic job with this knife. Let's talk about the pocket clip for a second here. So the pocket clip here has a nice elongated ramp, rounded on the bottom, has good tension with a little bit of spring on it. So let's test it out and see how it works. So fold this one up and put this off to the side. All right. For those of you new to the channel, these are medium thickness jeans. I'm going to take the knife, put it in the pocket, see how easy it is to slide into the pocket, how good the retention is, how easy it is to slide out of the pocket, as well as if there's any long-term damage or fraying to the edges or seams of the pocket. So let's get this in position here. All right, and a little bit of pressure, and it slides over. There you go, into the pocket, sticks up half an inch or so out of the pocket. But because of the way the slope is, it's on one half and then the other half slides down. So this isn't a problem for me. If you're looking for a super deep carry, this might not be for you, but truthfully, it doesn't bother me at all. Half an inch sticking out of the pocket's not that big of a deal. The retention on this thing is outstanding. You can see that. It holds really well. And then coming out of the pocket, about the same as going in, just a little bit of pressure and comes right out. So works very well. The pocket clip gets a very good passing grade on it. Could it be better? Sure. Does it need to be better? I don't think so. I think it works pretty darn good in my opinion. So that's pretty much it for the Gecko Customz Pictus. Things I don't like. I absolutely love that they jimped over and around the front flipper. It makes a world of a difference on this blade. It truly does. Where I do wish that they went a little further though with the jimping. I think that is my big issue on this knife more than anything else, is that I just wish that they had more jimping. The jimping stops at the scale. And truthfully, it almost negates it, because as I'm doing this, it's slippery, right? Because the scales are here and here. So I do wish that they had more jimping out here, because when I choke up here, right, I do wish that I had my thumb out on some good solid jimping. When you put your thumb like this and you were to do this, it's grippy, it's good jimping. This is great jimping actually. It's almost not important here. So a little bit of an afterthought there, but other than that, I absolutely love everything about this knife. I'm actually really excited to get my hands on an XL. I do wish it was a little bit bigger, but I don't think there's anything wrong with this knife. I think this is a great EDC sized knife, and I absolutely carry this thing, no problems. This is a fantastic knife to carry. So, you know, 7.75 inches is a great size knife. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on the XL. I just think a beefier version of this is a cool version, and I think I'd have some great enjoyments out of a knife that's a little bit bigger than this. But I also have really big hands. So for me, I think that would be an ideal size for me on that. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do you have a Pictus, or have you tried to get a Pictus and had any luck with that? Let me know your thoughts on the Gecko Customz Pictus. And Gecko Customz is dropping that Dune as well. Actually, they dropped it already. So if you got one of those, I'd love to know what your thoughts are on that knife as well. I'm thinking about grabbing one of those. That's a really cool looking knife. So um, drop in the comments. Would love to hear from you. If you're not following the Wyvern Kodiak YouTube channel, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. We certainly do appreciate that. And if you're not following us on Instagram, follow us on Instagram at Wyvern Kodiak. Check out our website, wyvernkodiak.com. We just put some more hanks up for sale on the website. We have t-shirts up there. Sign up for the newsletter. Stay informed all things Wyvern Kodiak, including knife drops, pre-order information and statuses, as well as any new merchandise releases. So that's what we got for you today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video, and you all have a fantastic day.